How in the world Mitch Keller has better numbers, has pitched more innings, has a lower ERA, and has a lower WAR number? It's not like these guys are hitting. It's not like Hunter Green's up there like with the stick hammering home runs.
It's possible that his WAR is lower because some of his like bad games were worse than Hunter Green's worst games, even though he ended up pitching better.
That's as good an explanation as I could hope.
I also wonder how many Reds are on the All-Star roster. Sometimes they'll make choices just to balance out teams and who represents.
I was going to say that too. I was going to say that with the Pirates.
I'm not saying it's right,
Two
Crowley.
Pirates pitchers. I don't think that they want to spread the wealth.
In a perfect world, Keller would be in. Yes. You asked for an explanation.
I'm not arguing with you.
He was about to.
It's too early for that. Check back in around 7:39. I think Skenes should start the All-Star game. I mean, I'm preaching to the choir here. I'm sure you feel the same way, and Callis feels the same way. There's probably not a person listening to the show here in Pittsburgh that doesn't think that Paul Skenes has done enough to be the starter, but I'd have thunk it had been announced by now, especially with Glasnow going on the IL. And if I'm Rob Manfred, I talk to the NL coaching staff, and I say, yo, Skenes is starting this thing.
Yeah, he's our moneymaker.
Yes.
Right now.
Yes.
Yes. These are who people want to see. This is why we have All-Star games. This is why that, you put the best players on TV and have a break so everybody can focus on that. Because Paul Skenes, said it yesterday, and it's not something that I just came up with, but whenever you have a guy that's a young pitcher that a whole a rival crowd stands up and cheers for whenever he walks off the mound, that's the guy I want in my All-Star game.
Yeah.
To start.
Yeah.
That's what people want to see. People went to the Cardinals game to see him, and then they cheered because of his performance, even though they're cheering against the Pirates.
Yes.
Or cheering for the Pirates.
There are very few needle movers in baseball.
Yes.
Football's got wide receivers, quarterbacks, people fawn over. Basketball, it's a game of stars.
Yes.
Baseball's got precious few dudes that people will pay money to go see, who will make it appointment viewing. Now, I could also see if they were trying to make the ratings ploy say, we don't know when Paul Skenes is going to pitch, so why don't you tune in? And you're going to have to sit around and wait. But I think it would be awesome to see the top of the order American League lineup going against Skenes. He's not going to throw more than one inning. Have it be the first inning against the top of that lineup and see what it looks like. Because I'll tell you what it's going to look like. Leadoff guy hits a homer. And then after that, he just kicks ass.
Yeah. First pitch.
First pitch, home run, off the foul pole. And then after that, spectacular stuff from Paul Skenes. I think you might see 103 out of Skenes if he's starting the All-Star game. I really do. I can't think of a good reason apart from, hey, keep people more intrigued because he's going to pitch at some point, than for him to be the guy. He's not qualified as the NL's ERA leader, but if he had enough innings, he would be. Like, he has been the best pitcher in the National League.
Yep.
He is the betting favorite. This is insane. To win the Cy Young. Young. Have him be the guy. And then you got some of these old baseball talking heads out there. He hasn't earned it.
Right. Get out of here.
Shut the hell up.
Get out of here. What hasn't he earned? What hasn't he earned? I mean, he's gone against the best of the best, too. He's gone against Ohtani. He's gone against the Dodgers. He's pitched, obviously, and there's so many guys. And, I mean, it's not like he's out there, pitching against doing cleanup duty against guys that are on the bottom of a lineup.
Right. It's not like he got the White Sox 9 times. I mean, he's gone out there against some of the best teams in baseball, and he's never left a game and the Pirates were trailing. It's not his fault he hasn't made 15 starts.
Here's one I hear all the time. He's got to learn how to pitch.
He knows how to pitch.
Level. Yeah, that's what I'm...
Yeah. He paints corners. He pitches up and down. He mixes pitches in. When the fastball gets hit, he turns to his other stuff, like his splinker. He knows how to pitch. To me, that's the most remarkable thing about Paul Skenes. Isn't that he throws really hard. We knew he could do that. Isn't that the stuff moves dramatically. We knew that was going to be the case. It's that, A, they let this guy actually go deeper into ball games than I thought they would. And then, B, he's got a plan B, he's got a plan C, he's got a plan D. He thinks like he's a 15-year veteran. It's incredible.
Well, you put players like that on a pedestal, especially young players like that, because if you want to grow the game and you have young kids watching, I know it's like cliche almost, but they see Paul Skenes and he's 21, 22 years old and is a rookie. And it's like, I want to be Paul Skenes. If you really want to grow the game, and you turn on the TV and you're sitting there with your dad and you're a young kid and you see, number 30 walk on the mound and your dad's like, hey, this kid's a rookie. Watch him pitch. He throws 102 miles per hour. Look at this. He's 6'5". You could be that. And the kid's like, oh, man, I can. Like, if you really want to grow the game, and I know that it's like, okay, like whatever, but if you're talking about growing the sport of baseball even more and getting more kids involved, you put them on the mound too. And it's not just about the ratings. It's not just about, the eyeballs. It's not just about, him pitching against some of the elite players. It's about him being a young player and dominating and showing other young kids that they could do the same thing, even though that it's way harder.
Yeah.
Easier said than done, but kids will dream to think that they're Paul Skenes.
And I do think he sets a good example.
Yes.
And the warm-up routine is insane.
It's awesome.
It is so cool. He's wearing that back thing and he's swinging. He looks like a crazy person out there, and it works. I mean, he
tossing the football around.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
He throws a good ball.
He does.
He does. A little touch on that thing. It's special what he does out there before games, and then he takes it out to the mound. I think if you're baseball, you want to capitalize on this. The biggest story in baseball this year was probably the Shohei Ohtani gambling thing. And then right after that, it's Paul Skenes.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Skenes is the biggest story of this baseball season. And if you're not going to take the opportunity to have a 1-1 rookie a year after he's drafted start the All-Star game, I think you've missed out significantly.